Now, last week, some media organizations, some information out there, titled a particular story, "One House, Two Speakers." And guess what that is about? The Lagos State House of Assembly. So one is wondering what you make of that, because you know the crisis in the House of Assembly, even though some say there is no crisis, has escalated. Now, both Mudashiru Obasa, who was removed, or so the news goes, as well as Mojisola Miranda, who was also, information is out that, you know, she was voted by her colleagues, are claiming leadership. So what's all of this about? Let's find out more from our guest this morning, who is here with us in the studio. Mr. Shina Oloremikon is National Coordinator, Campaign Against Impunity in Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Well, there are many concerns about this whole thing, but what part of it, where exactly do you stand?
I stand for credibility, integrity, and stability. We call ourselves in the campaign against impunity as critical stakeholders. In 1999, many of us put our feet and values together to ensure we have a democracy. And that has been going on even before 1999. I belong to the generation that stood with bare hands against the military. Some of my colleagues are late. Alawo Akabashon, Dr. Bek Orazonkuti, Chima Ubani, just to mention but a few. We knew what we wanted. We wanted Nigeria to be in the League of Nations.
Is that being compromised now with this?
It is not only being compromised, it's backsliding. Backsliding.
With what is happening in Lagos Assembly?
Exactly. You also recall that our grandfather...
Just so that we can, because we really don't have answers. So what exactly is the issue you have with what's going on here?
The issue is that as a student of political science, in your 100 level, you will be told there are three arms of government. The closest to the people is the legislator. They are to make laws for good governance. Among them, there will be a leader. They call him first among equal. He's the speaker. First among equal. Honorable Obasa has been in that parliament for 20 good years. Well equipped, well informed, knows the games. And he has been the speaker for 10 good years. For reason best known to his colleagues, they woke up one day and felt, we don't want you to be our class captain again. Instead of him accepting that reasoning, heaven is falling. Heaven is falling that he himself, Obasa, experience, went to court. Last Friday, the court was to have another hearing. Honorable Obasa was nowhere to be found on Friday.
What does all of this portend for you?
On Thursday, a day before that hearing, Obasa, after investing in Penn Cinema Entertainment, Danjuma Cinema Entertainment, who knows everywhere in Agege, now went to the same issue, controversial issue in court, now went to the assembly with 4 members. To do what? To embarrass themselves and to degrade Lagos. A Lagos that our grandfather, Abat Macaulay, fought for. Sorry. Party politics began with Abat Macaulay.
I get that, but the question that I'm asking is, so this is where we are now, and there are those who have seen that, okay, we were going to get to this point anyway. Is it any surprise to you?
No, it's not surprising to me, but I also feel that we need to have a balance. This is 21st century.
A balance of what?
Balance of decency.
On whose part?
Okay, what I'm saying is this. Why did you, Honorable Obasa, went to court? You went to court that trust, confidence, justice can come your way. Why are you doing what we call self-help? You now, the case was coming up on Friday. You now had a group of 4 persons to say, I am back, I am here. And they now flat you down. The electricity in the complex was not working. The AC was not working.
You don't think all of this is just politics?
I don't want to say politics. What I'm saying is this. There are conduct unbecoming of certain categories of persons. It goes beyond politics. You have your editorial board in channels. The way you do your editorial board in channels may be different from Punch newspaper. Well,
which is why there are a good number of people who have said politics is a totally different kettle of fish from any other profession. There are lawyers in politics, there are engineers in politics, there are broadcasters in politics, there are all kinds of people in politics. But once they get into politics, it seems like it's a whole new set of ethics. And there are those who believe that this is probably it's part of the ethics that is playing out just now.
On one hand, I'm with you. On the other hand, I'm not with you. Justice Oputa said that justice is not one way. The victim wants justice. The society wants justice. You want to prosecute the victim, you also have justice. I don't see the justice in what we are saying now. Back to where we are coming from. We had a British colonial government. For one reason or the other, there was a change of government in Nigeria by military. The same thing happened in Ghana. But to the glory of God, the same British that colonized India is yet to have a military government in India till today. So there is standard. If you want, my mother would say, Shino, the sample is in your hand. Look at your right, look at your left. What you want, you get it. You have been there.
So what do you propose be done now? Because clearly there is a, should I say, a standoff of sorts. What do you propose be done? There are those who say, on the one hand, the APC, the political party, has its own internal mechanisms to resolve its issues, and one of them, I think, has come out to say it's a family affair, they're going to, resolve it. There's also the Governorship Advisory Council or Governor's Advisory Council or something like that in Lagos, which is also a kind of think tank for how politics or the political machinery in Lagos State. And there are those who say, look, the laws are also there. So which one should be taken front and center now?
You see, the issue is that in any school of thought, the people matter. If the House of Assembly is shut down due to this crisis and indifferences among the key players, it is the people that will suffer.
So what do you propose?
The proposal is either two ways. What has been done has been done. Take the faith and let Lagos move forward. Otherwise, if you are in court, wait for the court to decide. Obasa cannot be in court trying to project his interest and at the same time ridicule the assembly. Why were you in court? What are you doing in the house again? 24 hours to hearing. Now we learned that the case has been adjourned to March 7. You wait till March 7. Wow. You went to court.
Well, which is just less than a week from now anyway.
You see, stability requires international practice, best practices. Whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a judge, whether you are a politician, there are best practices.
I believe, Mr. Alorimiko, that this is just one of many conversations that we're going to have on this one. And let's just hope that the political machinery, in the city, in the state, will also kick in. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.
Shina Alorimiko is National Coordinator, Campaign Against Impunity in Nigeria. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
When we return, we're still in the legislature, but this time around in the National Assembly. Stay with us.